Are you looking for tools and templates to support your team meetings and to facilitate database decision making? In this short video, we'll discuss the top 10 resources from the National Center on Intensive Intervention and our partners to support data collection and effective and efficient data meetings. Resource number 10. In number 10, we have strategies for setting high-quality academic individualized education program goals and strategies for setting data-driven behavioral individualized education program goals. These two guides provide information about setting data-driven IEP goals. The academic guide provides an overview of 4 important steps that are required for setting a valid goal for individual student performance: selecting a measure, establishing baseline performance, choosing a strategy for setting the goal, and writing a measurable goal. The behavior guide includes components of quality behavioral IEP goals, how to know which behaviors should be addressed through an IEP goal, information about behaviors of concern, how to set goals and progress monitor, common challenges and solutions, and additional resources and tools. You can also view archived webinars related to both of these topics to learn more. Resource number 9. So you know it is important to collect and graph progress monitoring data over time, but don't have an easy way to do it. In number 9, we have a student progress monitoring tool for data collection and graphing in Excel. This tool can be used if your data system does not have a graphing component. It provides a way for educators to track and graph academic progress monitoring data across multiple measures over time. Educators can choose from 3 goal-setting techniques: benchmark, rate of improvement, and intra-individual framework, based on student need. If you need more information on those goal-setting techniques, check out the academic IEP guide featured in number 10. Resource number 8. In number 8, we have the Student Intervention Implementation Log. Implementation fidelity is a crucial part of understanding a student's response to intervention. When a student is non-responsive to the intervention, it's important to know whether or not the intervention was implemented with fidelity. This log can be used daily and weekly to record implementation of a student's intervention plan, and the information gathered within this tool can be reviewed along with progress monitoring graphs to inform decisions during data meetings. Resource number 7. Teams are a vital part of an effective multi-tiered system of supports across both academics and behavior, as well as special education, but making connections across the various teams used in MTSS and special education can be challenging. In number 7, we have how can we ensure IEP teams provide the most intensive supports. This resource from NCII and the PBIS Center provides information about how DBI can support IEP implementation and provides a table with key considerations for teams working across the MTSS system. Resource number 6. Parents provide valuable information and data to inform decision-making and teaming. In number 6, we have intensive intervention, questions parents and families can ask. This resource, developed in collaboration with the Rhode Island Parent Information Network, provides questions that parents can ask school teams who are providing intensive intervention, including how data will be monitored over time and how to share information that can inform decision-making. English and Spanish versions are available. Additional resources for parents in this series provide both an overview of intensive intervention as well as tips for supporting intensive intervention. Resource number 5. Have you been to a data meeting where there is no student data or the data is not clearly defined? For number 5, we have the 2 pre-meeting documents, the pre-meeting background form and the process guidance document, that can help teams to ensure that team members come prepared for the initial meeting with a holistic sense of the student. The guidance document is intended to support the meeting facilitator, while the background form can be used by the teacher to gather relevant background information, current performance information, current supports, prior intervention efforts, and other relevant data. Resource number 4. For number 4, we have the initial and ongoing meeting resources. These collections of resources include clear procedures, roles, and timing for reviewing student data, making a plan, and modifying the student plan when needed to support efficient and effective meetings. Both the initial and ongoing meeting materials include a sample agenda, facilitator guide, participant guide, and note-taking template. The main difference between the initial and ongoing meeting resources is that the initial meeting materials are intended to be used to develop the initial intensive intervention plan for the student, while the ongoing meeting materials are used to review and refine that plan based on student data over time. Resource number 3. In number 3, we have a question bank of clarifying questions to create a hypothesis to guide intervention changes. The questions can be used by teams and educators to develop or refine the hypothesis for an individual or group of students. This resource includes sections related to intervention design, fidelity of implementation, learner needs, and the dimensions of the taxonomy of intervention intensity. Intervention fidelity data collected using the Student Intervention Implementation Log highlighted in number 8 and informal diagnostic data may help teams answer the sample questions listed under the 3 main areas. Resource number 2. The second resource is the Intensification Strategy Checklist. It can be used to guide the team's brainstorming about how to intensify the intervention after the team has developed a hypothesis for why the student is not responding to the intervention using the Clarifying Questions resource spotlighted at number 3. Based on the ideas that were brainstormed, the team will prioritize which intensification strategy or strategies to implement within the student plan. Resource number 1. The final resource is the Student Intervention Plan. This tool is intended to assist with the planning and documentation of dimensions of an intervention for small groups or an individual student within the database individualization or DBI process. It provides a place to describe the student, the intervention used as a validated intervention program or intervention platform within the DBI process, and adaptations that are made to that intervention over time based on the dimensions of the taxonomy of intervention intensity. Additional places are provided to document who is responsible for delivering the intervention, how information will be shared with parents and other staff, and the data collection plan. This is an expanded version of the intervention plan that is included in the initial and ongoing meeting note-taking template and can be used by teams to document intervention delivery and adaptation over time. Now that you know what NCII has to offer, see for yourself. All of these resources and more can be found on the National Center on Intensive Intervention's website, intensiveintervention.org.